YouTube, the XDefiant beta is officially here for anyone and everyone to play if they want to. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the 3 must-use attachments on almost any gun that you're going to use in XDefiant. Now, when I talk about must-use attachments, I'm being very, very specific. I'm not talking about attachments that are good, but have some downside, and you have to choose whether you want to use it or not based on the pros and cons. An example of that would be the chrome-lined barrel, where it gives you greater range at short and medium range. It extends your range for your bullet drop-off, but it decreases your movement speed by 5% and your ADS time by 15%. So those are some good positives there, but there's also some really significant negatives there that you're gonna have to choose whether you want to use that or not. That's not what this video is about. This video is about the 3 attachments that you need to use, and if you aren't using these attachments, then you're basically just selling the game, you're selling your team, and you're selling yourself on winning more engagements. So hopping right into it with the first attachment, we're gonna have a front rail, a rear grip, and a stock, and each gun is allowed 5 attachments. Primary weapon is allowed 5 attachments, and these are 3 attachments that, unless something changes, I'm going to be using on every single gun. Starting with a front rail, the number 1 attachment that you're going to be wanting to use on every single gun is the small vert grip, the small vertical grip. It is, just to put it simply, insanely powerful. It's insanely good. If you look at the stats here, you'll see that you get 10% aim walking speed, which is really important because your aim walking speed is what's going to make you a harder person to kill. When you're aiming down sight and you're strafing left to right, the faster you're able to move, the harder you are to kill. So aim walking speed is huge, especially if you're playing competitively. If you're a good player, having more aim walking speed is insanely important, and it gives you 5% boost in ADS time. So you're just aiming down sight faster. And the negatives are the min spread and the max spread, which is strictly, to my understanding, a hip fire stat. So for 90% of engagements, you're not going to be hip firing, and if you're close enough to someone to need to hip fire, those spread numbers are not going to matter. Your hip fire numbers are not going to matter because they're going to be right in your face. So this is an attachment that gives you great benefits, and the negatives are hardly noticeable. Now, I will say a second option to this would be the super light grip, which gives 10% ADS time. So your ADS is going to be much faster, double the speed of what you're getting with the small vert grip, but the movement speed increases 2.5%. So instead of getting 10% aim walking speed, you're getting 2.5% movement speed. So this is an option potentially for SMGs if you want to run that, or if you aren't comfortable with having faster aim walking speed, it makes your aim messed up. This is a different option you can do. The 10% recoil recovery is going to hurt you, but there's other attachments that will counterbalance that in some way. But I like the small vert because the negatives aren't as bad, and that aim walking speed is so much more important than people make it out to be. And the 5% ADS time versus 10% ADS time is not that big of a difference. Sure, the super light is gonna aim down sight faster, there's no denying that whatsoever, but you're gonna aim down still faster than you would with anything else, and you're gonna be able to move back and forth extremely fast, making yourself a harder kill. So the small vertical grip is the number 1 attachment that is a must use for any gun in the game. Second attachment we're going to look at is the rear grip, which is quick draw. Now, the rear grip, a lot of these are good options, but if you look at a lot of them, and if you look at all the other attachments in the game, there's lots of really bad negatives to a lot of attachments. But when we look at the quick draw grip, we get 10% extra sprint shoot time. So your gun pull-up speed from sprinting to shooting is 10% faster. That's massive. That's the difference between a kill and a death. And you're getting 10% more faster ADS time. So the amount of ADS that you weren't getting on the small vert grip, you're now getting it back on the quick draw grip. So you're getting 10% ADS time, and you're losing 15% aiming stability. And aiming stability in Call of Duty games isn't that big of a deal, especially on ARs and SMGs. When you aim down sight, you're not just sitting there holding, and a little bit of gun bob doesn't matter a ton. Aiming stability is something that you're not going to see often in XDefiant. So this is a great attachment to use, you need to use it. And again, if you would rather have something else, if you don't like this attachment for some reason, the heavy grip is a good fallback option. It gives you 10% ADS hit flinch boost, which is insanely good. Anyone who downplays if hit flinch matters, that they have never played a competitive FPS, have never played a competitive Call of Duty. Hit flinch is huge. The less hit flinch you get, the more likely you are to win the gunfight. So this is a great perk, and it gives you 2.5% horizontal recoil reduction. So this is a great option if you're still struggling with aim, or you have a gun that has a lot of horizontal recoil and you want to bring it down some. But again, I would always prefer the quick draw because it's not hurting your recoil, it's not hurting your accuracy. The only thing that's hurt is your aim stability, which doesn't really matter. And you're getting a huge boost in how quickly you can go from sprinting to confirming a kill, which is massive in a game that's fast-paced like XDefiant. Heavy grip is going to be a great grip, but quick draw, you're going to win more gunfights versus the heavy grip, unless you just really can't control the recoil on your gun. So that's the second attachment. The third attachment we're going to be looking at that is an absolute must use is in the stock category. It is the padded stock. If you look at all these attachments, let's look at all the other ones first. Precision stock reduces recoil recovery, reduces ADS time by 10%. Don't want that. Reinforced reduces your aim walking speed by 15%. Definitely don't want that. Lightweight reduces your ADS time by 10%. Definitely don't want that. And then removed reduces your ADS hit flinch by 10%. And like I said, we definitely don't want to take away more hit flinch than we need to. So the padded stock, if we look at it, it has no negatives. It doesn't negatively affect your gun in any way whatsoever. What does it give you? It gives you 15% recoil recovery. So the recoil recovery that we lose on, well, never mind, we don't lose it on any of these. The recoil recovery, you're getting 15%, which is massive. You're getting 10% aim stability. So that 15% aim stability you lose on quick draw grip, you're getting 10% of it back with this stock. And you're getting 5% ADS hit flinch increase, or I guess technically decrease. So you're getting tons of positives. You have an attachment that counteracts the negative of the quick draw grip, and that counteracts the negative of, it doesn't counteract small vert, I was looking at a different grip, but you're getting an attachment that counteracts almost completely the negative of the quick draw grip, and you're getting recoil recovery and ADS hit flinch, which is absolutely massive, and you're getting no negatives whatsoever. So your other attachments can vary. You don't have to use a magazine. You can use a chrome line barrel. You can use a muzzle, even though I don't like any of them. You don't have to use an optic. But on almost any gun you have in this game, every single one of the classes that I use the small vert grip to make me faster, and all it does is make my hip fire worse. I use the quick draw grip to give me better sprint shoot, better ADS, and it takes away aiming stability. And I use padded, which gives me back aiming stability and gives me recoil recovery and ADS hit flinch. So this is an absolute no-brainer combination of attachments that works really well together and is going to make your gun insane. Quickly, if we look at the detailed stats, what we'll see is that our movement speed, our left to right movement speed when we're aiming down sight, it moves up to 1 meter per second, which is big. Our sprint out time has decreased by almost 20 milliseconds, and our ADS time has decreased by 40 milliseconds, while our aiming stability has gone up 1%. And the only negative that we have is the hip fire spread. All of that in the middle, those two middle sections, is a result of those three attachments. And that sprint out time and ADS time is massive, while our recoil isn't being affected at all. Yeah, our recoil recovery is actually getting better. So this is just a massive improvement on any gun that you're gonna have. And these three attachments are huge. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me in today's video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. If you think there's attachments that I missed, or I'm overplaying an attachment, or missing out or underplaying on a different attachment, please let me know. I would love to have a conversation about it. I want to help you guys be better. I want to equip you guys to win games, to play games, to dominate the competition. So again, if you enjoyed, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll have a ton more XDefiant coming out over the beta before release, and then after release, we're going to be releasing a ton of content. So I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, and subscribe if you did. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.